Ever find yourself torn between meeting that deadline and fitting in a workout? It's a common conundrum, isn't it? The modern world is a buzzing hive of activity, with everyone trying to outdo each other in the race of life. We're all busy bees, aren't we? Picture yourself as a worker bee, buzzing around, working tirelessly from dawn till dusk. You're constantly on the go, trying to gather as much nectar as you can. But here's the kicker. Even bees take a break. They understand the importance of balance. In our fast-paced lives, we often find ourselves in a similar situation. We're buzzing around, trying to meet deadlines, attend meetings, answer emails, all while trying to squeeze in time for ourselves. It's like a never-ending spiral of tasks. But amidst all this hustle and bustle, where does health fit in? Health, as they say, is wealth. It's not just a cliche, but a fact. A healthy body fuels a healthy mind, and a healthy mind fuels productivity. It's a cycle that's as old as time itself. But often, we find ourselves breaking this cycle. We prioritize work over health, and the results are never pretty. A lack of exercise, poor nutrition, and inadequate sleep can lead to a host of health problems. Not to mention, it can significantly reduce productivity. It's like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but not getting anywhere. The importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle cannot be overstated. It's not just about looking good or fitting into those skinny jeans. It's about feeling good, being energetic, and staying sharp. It's about boosting your productivity and improving your overall quality of life. But here lies the rub. How do you balance the demands of your career with the need to stay healthy? How do you juggle between meeting that deadline and fitting in a workout? It's like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? Now the question is, how can you juggle between your career and health without dropping the ball? Let's dive into that in the next scene. Stay tuned. Imagine two professionals. Let's call them Alex and Blair. In the hustle and bustle of the corporate jungle, we find Alex, a go-getter, a risk-taker, always on the move, a constant fixture at the office even after the cleaning crew has called it a day. He's the embodiment of the phrase, "Time is money." Sleep is a luxury he can't afford, and meals are often on the go or skipped altogether. He's riding high on the adrenaline of success, but at what cost? Now, meet Blair. Blair is just as ambitious as Alex, a mover and shaker in her own right. But Blair has a secret weapon, balance. She's carved out a schedule that allows her to work hard and play hard. Or should we say, work hard and health hard. Blair understands that a healthy body fuels a healthy mind. She makes time for a balanced diet, regular exercise, and a good night's sleep. And yes, she's just as successful, if not more, than Alex. In the short term, Alex might seem like he's ahead. Deadlines are met, deals are closed, and the accolades keep coming. But beneath the surface, things aren't as rosy. The constant stress and lack of self-care start to take a toll. Fatigue sets in, concentration wanes, and productivity dips. Alex is burning the candle at both ends, and it's only a matter of time before it burns out. On the other hand, Blair might seem like she's taking it slow. But don't be fooled. She's playing the long game. She's energized, focused, and ready to tackle any challenge that comes her way. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. And it's all thanks to her balanced approach to life. In the long run, it's Blair who comes out on top. She's healthier, happier, and more productive. She's not just living for the job. She's living for herself. And in doing so, she's setting herself up for sustainable success. Clearly, Blair seems to have the upper hand despite the same 24 hours. But how does Blair do it? The secret to Blair's success lies in a method we'll call the Blair Method. Now, let's delve into the nitty-gritty of this magical approach that has turned Blair into a paragon of productivity and health. First things first, prioritizing tasks. Blair doesn't just make a to-do list, she makes a to-do list with a twist. Imagine having a big, juicy apple and a dozen tiny grapes. Blair knows the apple, the most challenging task, should be eaten first. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Once it's done, the rest of the day is a breeze. The grapes, the smaller tasks, can be popped in throughout the day. So, the Blair Method starts the day with the big apple task and then sprinkles in the grape tasks as the day goes on. Next up, setting boundaries. Now, Blair isn't a superhero. She's a human being like all of us. She knows that she can't be everywhere, do everything, and please everyone. So she sets boundaries. Think of it like a garden. If you don't put up a fence, all sorts of critters will come in and ruin your plants. Same with your time and energy. Blair sets up fences, saying no to tasks that don't align with her priorities, ensuring she has time and energy for what truly matters. Finally, incorporating daily physical activities. Blair doesn't just sit at her desk all day. She gets up and moves. It's like having a car. If you leave it in the garage all the time, it'll rust and break down. Blair knows her body needs to move to stay in top shape. So, she takes regular breaks for quick exercises, goes for walks during lunch breaks, and even does yoga in the evenings. It's not about being a gym rat. It's about keeping the engine running smoothly. In essence, the Blair Method is about taking control, setting boundaries, and keeping active. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, but a flexible framework that can be tailored to fit anyone's lifestyle. Remember, it's not about having time, it's about making time. So, what can we learn from Blair's approach? Well, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've discussed in this video. First and foremost, Blair's story highlights the significance of prioritizing health in our lives. It's easy to get caught up in the humdrum of life, chasing deadlines and climbing the corporate ladder. But as Blair's tale suggests, it's essential to remember that without good health, even the highest of accolades can feel meaningless. Secondly, Blair's method teaches us that maintaining a work-health balance isn't about drastic changes or monumental sacrifices. It's about integrating small, manageable changes into our daily routines. Think of it as a journey rather than a destination. You don't have to run a marathon tomorrow or become a vegan overnight. Start with a 15-minute walk during your lunch break or swap that afternoon coffee for a green tea. Small steps can have a significant impact over time. Moreover, Blair's approach emphasizes the importance of flexibility. There's no one-size-fits-all solution when it comes to work-health balance. What works for one person may not work for another. The key is to find what suits you best and stick to it. It's okay to experiment and adjust until you discover your unique balance. Lastly, remember that balance is not a constant state. Some days will lean more towards work, others towards health. And that's okay. What matters is that over time, you're not disproportionately tilting towards one. In essence, Blair's approach teaches us that prioritizing health doesn't mean neglecting work, nor does it mean adopting a Spartan lifestyle. It's about creating a sustainable routine that accommodates both work and health, allowing us to live our lives to the fullest. In the end, it's all about compromise. So, are you ready to conquer your health versus hustle